Welcome back to the Dream Nation Network. Hi, my name is Stan, and this is the Sullivan Report. Welcome back to the Dream Nation Network. This is the Sullivan Report. Today we're going to talk about the word woke. Welcome back to the Dream Nation. And the origin of the word woke and what it really means. Okay. The origin of the word woke came about many decades ago. When a jazz artist made a song and told the people in the song at the end of the song to stay woke. And we African Americans bring that word about, and we use it as a term to be woke to what's going on around you, to what's going on in your neighborhood, in this country. What can potentially happen to you as a people. Stay woke. That's what the word really means. Check this out.
Are livid right now. They're furious over the Biden administration trying to push their movement onto them or suffer the consequences of the United States. So what are the Africans actually saying about this? Check it out.
Okay, first of all, let's get this straight. United States, USA, whatever the fuck you guys call yourself, you cannot go around the world and start bullying people to do stuff because you guys are okay with all this bullshit and nonsense. Africa is not your fucking country. If you want to accept all this LGBTQ stuff going on here, that's fine. That is fine. That won't give you the right to go try to bully other country to do this fucking thing. There are culture in Africa, and that culture they want.
And you know what? I bring up the wrong video, but this is a good video also, because she's talking about the United States going over to Africa and trying to get African countries to accept the LGBTQ community. And we as a people, I know some of us engage in that lifestyle, but as a people, as a whole, we don't do it. And that's what she's talking about. Listen.
Want to keep. I know you guys don't understand nothing about culture, but it's okay. You cannot bully the Uganda president, the Liberian president, to legalize LGBTQ. Legalize LGBTQ for what? For what? What goes on in America goes on in the Western world. Don't have to go on in Africa. And I love what the Uganda president says. You and your age. Keep your age. Uganda has so much resources. They don't need your fucking aid. You guys are the one that need African aid. Because without African, y'all cannot survive anywhere. Y'all cannot survive anyway. Why the hell are you always trying to bully people? The time of bulliness is over. Africa had enough of your motherfucking asses. Keep your asses in America and in Europe. If you don't like the way they are going according to their laws, don't go there. Don't go there. Keep your ass in America. Keep your ass in Europe. That is just simple.
And still on metformin, although it was recalled? What if
and that's what she's talking about. if you want to, engage in that lifestyle, if America wants to, promote that lifestyle, so be it. But keep it in America, keep it here. Don't try to go and bully somebody else to accepting something that they don't really believe in, and that's what she's talking about. That is a unnatural. The anus is not a sex organ. It is not.
Is she wrong? Let's be honest here. How would you feel if a bully came into your house and tried forcing their new religion in their rules in your home? This is how they feel, and this is what they're saying. Do you agree with them? Let me know in the comments down below. Check this one out.
To pick Africans and to force Africans to accept homosexuality in Africa. This is a big insult to black African countries. Why are they not going to Saudi Arabia to ask them to accept homosexual? Americans will never wake up and go to Morocco and tell them to accept homosexual. Americans will never wake up
and that is a very valid question. Why aren't they going over to, Saudi Arabia and trying to bully them into accepting this agenda? You know why? Because they control that oil, and they don't want to mess. They don't want to mess with that.
go to Tunisia and tell them to accept homosexual. But they can wake up and go to Ghana, Congo, Togo, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Kenya, all these African countries, they can wake up and go there and ask them to accept homosexuality. It's a big insult to black African hood. I want to send this message to Americans, that Americans, UK, and all European prime ministers, stop insulting black Africans by going to Africa and telling us to accept homosexuality in our countries. If you accept homosexuality in America, that is America. We don't have nothing to do with that. That's your business. But you can't go to my Africa and to ask for my black Africans to accept homosexuality in Africa.
What do you think about that? But the United States government has a lot of money, and that's what they use. They think they can pay African leaders to take bribes and go against the citizens' rights. That's happened for centuries, but not so fast. They tried it once in 2016 with Obama, and again in 2023. Here's what the president of Uganda, Museveni, had to say to the Obama administration back in 2016, and now to the Biden administration in 2023.
The world. What I can tell you about steps the United States might take in response is that we are undertaking a review of our relationship with Uganda in light of this decision. The outsiders have not to dictate to us. This is our country, this is our society, this is our future. It is not anybody's future. And the outsiders will have to live with us, or if they don't want, we take their aid and we shall. Uganda is very rich, we don't need aid. In fact, aid is part of the problem. And nobody is hurting them. But because they come and want to force us to see homosexuality, that's how you get the backlash. They are the ones who are provoking all this.
We have grave concerns with the passage of the Anti-Homosexuality Act, AHA, by the Parliament of Uganda yesterday, and increasing violence targeting LGBTQI+ persons.
That's how you become a prostitute. Those who like easy life end up as prostitutes. And that's what they want us to be. They want Africa to be prostitutes. Do what we don't believe in because we want money. And this is what I told them. Whenever they come to me, I say, you please shut up.
If the AHA is signed into law and enacted, it would impinge upon universal human rights, jeopardize progress in the fight against HIV/AIDS.
You said money would get you whatever you wanted. The United States tried it, ain't happening. Listen, America, you can't just pay everybody off anymore. That's over. Africa is going all-out beast mode and keeping it 100. If God is for you, who can be against you? I love Africans because together, we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. We are the world together as one. I want to let those Africans know in Africa the vast majority of people in America stand with you. If you agree that Africa's culture should not be infringed upon, let me know. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Listen to what these two young ladies had to say. Roll the tape.
The Americans, Africans, we are tired. We are really tired. At first, you came very well with your Christianity. With your Christianity, we took it, and it's really helping. That is working. Some of us, we are staunch Christians now, and God is working miracles in our life. Now you're eating your own words. You're saying that you brought family plan. And yet in the Bible it says that God has made us to go and produce and fill the world. But now you're bringing family planning. The family planning which is bringing cancer to people. We are barren people. Continuous bleeding. Women can bleed anytime. We are taking it. For me, we are still healing that wound. You're bringing the LGBT sort of picture. I don't know this. So what is your problem? You are telling us you're supposed to produce and multiply. Again, here you're saying that you're supposed to sleep with your fellow women and fellow men. This is just so much madness, is that one. And you want to force the thing in Africa. Can't you leave Africans alone? We see your eyes are focused on Uganda. Uganda, you don't want these things because you are a God-fearing country. We don't want this kind of nonsense in our country. Please help us. Let it remain in your country. In your country. No, please, leave us. If you see how our sons here are dying because of homosexual, intestines come out. Children are bleeding from behind. Not too much.
This isn't just one country on the continent that feels this way.
The quotas just got better.
And you know what? And they are absolutely right about that. You know how the Bible says a man should cling to his wife and leave his mother and father. You know, produce and fill the earth. You know, populate the earth. 2 men cannot make a baby, and 2 women cannot make a baby. You know, man, woman. That's it.
Way. Billions of people. The president of Kenya had this to say.
You yourself gained worldwide attention a few years ago when you said there was, quote, no room for homosexuality in Kenyan society. I want to know whether you still stand by that.
We have Kenyan law, we have Kenyan constitution, we have our tradition, we have our customs. We will continue to respect other people's customs as they respect our customs and our tradition.
Hold that thought, that was Kenya. What about the president of Rwanda who says homosexual is not our problem and we don't intend to make it our problem?
So I'm wondering, you've done so much for women in Rwanda, and they have so much power. I'm wondering, is the LGBT community a part of the future of Rwanda?
LGBT.
Homosexuality.
Yes. It hasn't been our problem.
I want to say that I am so proud of these African leaders for standing up against bullies, you know, against the unrighteous, against immorality, against nonsense. I am proud of these African leaders.
We don't intend to make it a problem.
See, Africa is really not gay, but don't take it from me. Take it from the president of Zimbabwe.
We equally reject attempts to prescribe new rights that are contrary to our values, norms, traditions, and beliefs. We are not gays.
You see, America needs facts from the people of that country, not from our own government.
That's right. We are not gays. Be fruitful and multiply. That's what the Bible says. Be fruitful and multiply. You can only do that with a woman. A man and a woman and a man. You cannot do it with a man and a man. You even have some of these trans men thinking they can carry a baby. Some of these trans men wanting uterine transplants. It's not just the uterus. It's the whole body that transforms when a woman gets pregnant. You know, the whole body transforms to carry that baby. Something happens, the breasts get bigger, they lactate milk. You know, I don't know I'm not a woman, I never went through it, I don't want to go through it, but I know that a woman's body transforms in order to carry that baby for those 9 months. You can get as many transplants as you want to, it'll never work.
To smear that message in a certain way. I could smother you with a tsunami of all the leaders and the people in Africa that are sick and tired of this. But with all the real problems in the world, why are these woke politicians and voters so strung up on this agenda? Here's one theory.
Robert Mugabe said Barack Obama was to come to Africa and make all the black men gay. Well, listen, the reason they want to homosexualize Africa is to bring about the demise of African people. Because if nobody's reproducing, my sister, if you're not reproducing because you got a girlfriend, and I'm not reproducing because I got a husband, where is the new African life? Where is the next generation? The LGBT agenda is not about gay liberation or gay sex or family rights. It is about the extermination of African people.
That's a serious allegation, allies theory, and it's not Foxy Nazi nihilification of a party, say a Democrat or a Republican Party, even though it seems like a far-right extreme conservative conspiracy theory of a hate group. But it's not. So I'm going to see your theory over there, my friend, and I'm going to raise you another. An indoctrination without reproduction is dead on arrival. Because if you can't produce, you have to convert. It's true for any religion or belief. All the religious books promote being fruitful and multiplying, and the children as sacred, performing baptism ceremonies that bless the children, and in those beliefs, try and convert them in their ways of life. Children aren't born with a religious belief. They're taught them. So Christianity, Muslim, Hindu, Judaism, they're all safe. They promote natural procreation. But if someone can't reproduce, they have to convert the children of others, or else they die. That's just what I think. Tell me what you think, and we can figure this out together as a family. God save Africa. God save America and the rest of the earth. We are the world.
That's right. We are the world. You know, it's so much that you could say to this situation, to these questions, but you know, time grows short, and I do want to dig on about that word woke and the meaning of that word woke. Let me try to find this video that I had before. Okay. The origin of the word woke. Let's try this one. Let's see what happens.
The term woke was first of all used in a kind of praising light. Not very many years ago, people would boast about being woke. Then it started to be sniggered at, laughed at a bit. And it became something people used about other people, not in a very praising light. And when that turned around, the people who'd originally used it pretended that the word had never been used by them. Really, this is a very typical move, so that you pretend that words don't exist, concepts don't exist, and you fix them all to try to suit your own short-term gain. The term woke, as it's come to be understood, is a pretty useful, slightly light-hearted description of the sort of person who believes that their mission in life is to correct the behavior and thought mechanisms of every other human being on planet.
Those are made up constructs of that word, but it's not really what it really means to the Black community, to the African American community. There was one video that I saw that described that word perfectly. I'm trying to find it. Let's see what this one says.
Have you heard the term woke? What do you think it means? Why don't you pause the video and look for the definition? The word woke, when used as a political term, refers to a perceived awareness of issues concerning social justice and racial equality, according to Wikipedia's entry on the subject. The article further reports that this use originated in the United States and derives from the African American vernacular English expression, stay woke, the form of which conveys a continuing awareness of these issues. The Oxford English Dictionary defines woke as alert to injustice in society, especially racism. The Cambridge English Dictionary defines woke as aware, especially of social problems such as racism and inequality. Over time, however, the meaning of woke has shifted so that the word has come to suggest a sarcastic version of what it originally meant. Indeed, according to the Urban Dictionary, woke means the state of being pretentious about how much you care about a social issue. Those who would broadly consider themselves woke have been criticized for their sending of occasional Twitter tweets calling for social and
you know, I would agree with the first definition and the second definition, and it means to be aware, to stay woke. To mean to keep your head on a swivel. To stay woke to me means to be aware of what's happening in your community, things that can potentially hurt you and your family in the future. To stay woke means to just to be aware, you know, and that's what it is. The state of being pretentious about how much you care about a social issue. I wouldn't go with that one.
Racial justice, but never making concrete efforts toward affecting lasting change. To summarize, some people say that being woke indicates awareness of social issues, while others deploy the term as an insult.
Yeah, goodbye. And you know, that's what it is in a nutshell, everybody. Well, we're back at it. My name is Stan the Man. This has been the Sullivan Report on the Dream Nation Network. Stay woke, everybody.